All right, dad cranks. Let's hear them. Richard will be along soon, I'm sure, but I've got Matt and Ben here. Come on, fellas.
All right. Look, my first dad crank is yoga ball related.
All right, yeah. I was thinking that. I was thinking, you know what? I reckon there's going to be some real involved yoga ball chat tonight, is what I was thinking.
Felt it in your waters.
Why are yoga balls a problem, friend?
Well, so we have an inflated yoga ball that makes its way around the house. It usually spends its time in my middle child's room, and it had made its way into the kitchen/dining area. And my wife and I were doing a little bit of cleaning around the house the other night, and we hear dunk, and then my daughter scream, and basically like this thump on the floor. And it was that moment as a parent where you go, wait, and then the cry came.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, shit, okay, this is bad. And so we've gone into...
Surely no crying is scarier, though.
Well...
Yeah, with the thump and
true.
then no crying.
Thump and no cry.
True. No, but see, then one of the giant man children would have come rumbling into the bedroom and said, you need to come and check this out.
Yeah.
Because, of course, they were the cause of the donk, thump, cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what had happened, as we found out, now Rose is okay. She's got a bruised bum. She has a bruise on the back of her head, which we thought was going to be concussion, but she was okay. And she also, she said, I've hurt my elbow. And I was like, oh my God. So this was, it's one of those moments where you go, am I taking my daughter to the hospital right now?
Yeah.
And I just looked around and picked up the yoga ball and handed it to my son. Said, get this out of here. And he just sort of gave me the Wiggins big eyes and ran away quite quickly. Didn't say a word, just sort of scuttered off into his bedroom and put the ball back. And it was at that moment where I said to Rose, she'd sort of calmed down at that moment. And I said, what happened? And it turns out that Louis had said to her, run at the ball and I'll hold it.
Oh, yeah.
But instead of holding it, he threw it at her as she was running at him.
Oh.
And it's just cleaned her up and gone, like basically a really great rugby league tackle right across the chest where her legs have come out from under her and she's ended up flat on her back on, laminate floor. And so what I wanted to ask was, what level of crank would you have gotten to in that moment? Because I reckon I probably got to about, it's probably an 8.
Right. We need some kind of crank scale.
Yeah, the crank scale.
Yeah, okay. So this is an 8 on the crank scale.
Well, I think in that moment I got very frustrated. Like the frustration and the anger towards the violence towards his sister was, I walked in and I just looked at him and he kind of looked at me and I went, that was really dumb. And then I just walked out. And because that was, if I'd have started saying anything else, I thought I might have gone a little bit.
You would have gone personal.
Yeah. Apart from the
very
personal.
Very familiar, yes. I know what you're talking about.
Apart from calling my son dumb, I just said that was a really dumb thing and just sort of left it at that.
Yeah.
And walked out of the room and was very, very upset. And then I realised later on that I realised that my part of the upsettedness was the fact that I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how it was going to affect me, not how it had affected Rose in that moment. Part of that was there, but it was sort of like, A, why would you do that to your sister? And B, why would you do that to your mother and I? And so I just want to know, now we've got to deal with it. Now we're the ones that are left cleaning up the daughter. What are your thoughts, John? Was an 8 too high? I reckon it probably came down to about a 6 after 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, I mean, like the instant crank would definitely be high, especially when you find out that, run at me and now I'm just going to peg it at you. Peg it at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Spear you, Goldberg style, just right through you. Just with a yoga ball.
I mean, I understand feeling annoyed about it. I probably would too, but I also know that that's something my dumbass teenage brain might have done as well.
I wonder whether if he had have held it and she ran into it, whether the result would have been pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But she had a bit more control than the surprise element
Yes.
of just getting beamed.
Yeah. And there was, like there's tables and chairs and pointy things and like hard benches and all that sort of stuff around. And he just thought she was going to go doink, but she went boing.
Yeah.
And that could have been like there was many dangers around. Not taken into consideration, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate instant crank.
You know what's more annoying is the amount of space the yoga ball takes up in the house to the value it gives. What are you meant to do with this thing?
Is it something that Louis sits on when he's like on his computer or something? What's the purpose of it in the house?
Yeah, so there was it had quite its purpose was, being fulfilled over the Christmas period when Louis had a stress fracture in his foot, and he was using the ball as a strengthening, as part of a strengthening regime. But now, as Buckland has pertained to, it just spends its time bouncing around the house with no particular space for it to be in.
So is this a dad rule? Everything needs a home in the house.
Well, I think that's more of a mum rule.
Oh.
Everything has to earn the space it takes up.
Ooh.
I like that.
That's excellent.
That does sound like a mum rule, because I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that I have in the house that's not doing anything for anyone.
I'm just thinking about that rule.
Yeah.
And I'd love to know in your house if wherever the communal dumping spot is, when it's clean, who puts the most stuff in there the quickest or on there? So ours is the kitchen table. The kitchen table could be spotless. And then all of a sudden within, like everyone comes home.
Yeah.
And then the kitchen table is a nightmare. But I would suggest that 80% of what actually goes on the table is one person's stuff. So who is that person in your house?
Oh, I think it's my youngest. She likes to dump everything after school, unpack a bag, then leave a bag there.
Yep.
Leave other things, shoes, whatever else.
It sounds very familiar.
It might be me.
Yeah.
It might be me in our house.
Mm.
I'm known to leave stationery, computers, cables, various papers and stuff. Yeah.
Mail?
Junk mail that doesn't quite make it outside.
Yeah. Doesn't make it to the bin.
Yeah.
This, I'll leave this here.
Real
There
estate.
might be something interesting in there. Might be a coupon.
Real estate pamphlets. Open roads. Why do they keep sending open road?
I don't know. I keep getting open roads. Is it for the letters page?
After the first one, I was aware that the roads were open.
Yeah.
So I don't need that continual reminder. Thank you, though.
I'm sure Lawn is a very lovely place to visit, but I'm never going to go there.
Oh, that's
Not
LORNE,
L-O-R-E,
not...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Careful what you say on this podcast about lawn.
Give people heart attacks.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to go ahead and guess, Matt, that your dad crank is you got your energy bill from what you were telling us last month.
No, not yet. That's in a couple of weeks. It's probably in 10 days, so I'll let you know. You'll hear it. You'll hear it from where I am. You hear it for 4 hours away. My dad crank is just the random, stupid question I was asked last night when I got home from work at 8:30 at night, or 9 o'clock at closer, after we had our first school disco for our school. And so at school till very late, And then I came home and I was like a bit over everyone. Bit over anyone talking to me. Had a lot of intensity in my evening.
Yeah.
And so I went outside, and when I came back in, I went to say hello to my eldest daughter. And this is the question she asked me. Dad, do we have any food?
I knew it was going to be. I thought the question might have been, "What's for dinner?"
It was 9 o'clock. And I
Yeah.
said, what did you just say? And she said, do we have any food? And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? And she said, like dessert stuff. I said, I've been at work. I just got home. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Go and have a look yourself. And she just looked at me like, what? And she said, what? And I go, what are you asking me about if we have any food? That's what you asked me. Do we have food?
Meltdown incoming.
Oh,
yeah.
melt my brain.
Yeah.
You've never asked that question ever in your life. You know we have food. We have a whole kitchen in there with
Yeah.
lots of food in it.
This is
What
a
are
fridge.
you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's
yeah.
you know
No
what's
dessert. You probably already had dessert. It's 9
Yeah,
o'clock.
second dessert.
Second
yeah.
dessert.
You work in a bloody
And you work in
supermarket.
the supermarket. Like,
There's fucking heaps of food in there.
it was just like, what is the stupidest question I can ask my overly stimulated dad
Yes.
at 9 o'clock at night just to melt his brain? And that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever asked that.
Equally as good as that is when, like, you pick a kid up from somewhere, come in together, and they ask you a question about something that happened, and you go, you remember I walked in with you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I've
right.
been with you all this time.
Mm.
Yeah. So that was,
Everyone's stupid but us.
I just was like, how rude could I have been in my response?
Plenty.
Like, just pegged all the food.
Yep.
I was thinking about school discos the other day. My kids don't have any. Like,
I haven't had one at a school I've taught at for like 15 years, maybe more.
that's what's going on. Is it because the police aren't
Bringing them
running
back.
them? No blue lights. But
I believe that.
I'm sure we had discos with that.
I think
Oh.
COVID put a stop to it, and then people were like, I don't want to do those anymore.
Teachers
A
did.
lo- Yeah, a lot of organisation teachers are like, yeah, you know what? My life was easier without a disco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teachers.
They're good. They're still good. They're still a fun time.
All right. It looks like Rich has got the hump completely. He's not responding.
There you go. He wins the crank off this week.
But he's not. I said we could.
He's not responding. He's had enough.
I said we could try Zoom, and he said, "Don't worry about it. I'm good." And then I went, "You sure?" And he's not answering. So
Yeah.
All right.
He
Ask
wins.
him if he's got any food.
Yeah. You have any food?
no,
Oh dear.
that won't be as funny as
No.
we hope.
Well, later it will be
Yes.
if he ever listens to this.
All right. Now here's something fun.
Hmm.
I'm going to play some music quite pointlessly. And on the other side of it, you're going to hear something interesting or someone interesting. This is Dad Pants. I think you know that already. You do, don't you? You're not that dumb. You didn't press play on Dad Pants and expect to hear Life Uncut, did you? I'm pretty sure. But it's Stu here. I haven't got the pants panel yet, but I do have somebody else. Who's that?
It's me. It's Monty from the other side of the world.
Remember
I'm
this
back.
bloke? Remember this bloke?
Back. I'm
Holy
Dad back.
Dooly. Yeah, it's Monty, everybody.
Hi.
Just wait there while the applause that I'm going to put in later just dies down a little.
I hope you don't change anything about this. Just leave what you said and then... Fantastic.
Monty, where have you
Yeah.
been?
Over here in Canada, but then very briefly in Australia, and we caught up for a beer, which was great, which sparked this.
Yeah.
And so I have missed this a lot. And I listen religiously, I suppose, except I haven't listened to the most recent episode, which I feel bad about because I should have, and that could have maybe prompted some stuff here. But no, I'm back in Canada.
I'll just say that the
now.
last episode was just Ben went to a wedding and observed things around him, but didn't actually get involved in anything. And Richard went on a long bus ride.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, so there's no urgency to hear that, is what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. Well, I just got a work email.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Read it out.
My P card has been suspended. My work credit card got frauded.
Oh, yes?
I don't know if this is a dad related issue. I suppose.
It depends what the charges were.
It was some odd charges. So I live in Edmonton, as we've discussed on the pod before. It appeared to be a lot of Uber trips and pizza ordering in Toronto.
Right.
Which is the other side of the country.
Yeah, the other side, yes.
I wonder if it was a dad. Nothing suggested it was a dad.
Well, what were the pizza toppings? Have we got any info on that?
It didn't show up on the fraud bill. It'd be nice if it did. Be good detective stuff. You could really narrow it down.
If you're gonna get defrauded, you should at least have the option of judging their choices.
What do you think is the most dad pizza topping?
Pepperoni, probably. That's just plain pepperoni, do you think? Or I don't want to say meat lovers, that's too obvious, but
I suppose my mind went too kind of trivia-y and I thought plain cheese because that's probably for kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I order pizza now, I always have to order a kid's one as well, and they just like cheese.
Yeah.
Pepperoni could go that way. Dad's one I always find, I think a dad finds a pizza they like and sticks with it for a long time, and it's usually quite odd. Like I like it's not that odd, I suppose, but like a chicken and like onion kind of pizza.
Yeah.
Can
I say,
yeah,
I bloody love a margarita, and that sounds dull.
Oh, no, it's not. It's great.
And
when done well, though.
When the kids are growing up, I could perfectly say, oh, well, we should get a margarita for them, just in case they don't like other toppings, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But now they're older and have, taste.
Ugh.
It's harder to get a margarita into the rotation.
I find the margarita relates heavily to from whence you are getting the pizza. Like,
yes.
You couldn't get one from Pizza Hut.
Oh, no.
Do they have a margarita at Pizza Hut?
I'm not too sure. Domino's and Pizza Hut et al. have used them once in the last however many years because it was my son's 18th birthday.
Oh yeah, that's Pizza Hut time. That's daddy.
Be
that's
fucked if
daddy.
I'm getting gourmet pizza for them.
Now, I'm sorry, I know that this isn't our tangent podcast, but I have a tangent here to go on that relates.
Monty, I hate to break it to you, but any podcast we're talking on is a tangent podcast, yes?
Okay, so you know the kind of phenomena of like ex-Pizza Hut restaurants that are turned into new things, and it's like you can't escape your past, you're a Pizza Hut restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah. There's one quite close to me, and it's like maybe 5 blocks away, and it's a fucking church now. Sorry, I don't know if we swear on Dad Pants. Do we swear on Dad Pants?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay.
I don't recall cutting any out. Let's say that.
It's a church, which is so hard to take seriously. It's like a new age kind of like one of those like attract the children church, which seems weird in itself. But it's like, this is clearly a Pizza Hut. Like, what are you doing? I can't respect this as the Lord's house. It was a Pizza Hut. Like, it's bizarre. Which I think is the weirdest one I've seen.
I'll say I'm pretty sure that one down where I used to live in Sydney, in the suburb, is now a funeral parlour.
That's a good one. Can't take that seriously. I think an accountant or a lawyer would be odd. A lawyer, especially in a ex-Pizza Hut, would be funny.
Yeah. Oh, it's not right, is it? You're not fooling anyone with that roof.
I know. It's like, yeah, it's a very funny scenario. But yeah, the church kind of weirds me out every time I drive by it. Let's get back onto Daddy.
Unless it's just marketing, like some sort of, instead of, a wafer, you get a cheesy crust.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. Like, its bread in general is the law. So why can't it be a stuffed crust fucking pepperoni?
Exactly.
Yeah, take this, Lord. And instead of the wine for the blood, it's like a 2 liter Coke.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, take this with you.
From the machine.
Yeah. Oh man, do you remember? Yeah, all you can eat Pizza Hut. All right, sorry, tangents. So why don't I give a dad update?
Please. I was going to ask, but I was waiting.
Yeah, fair. My bad.
What's been going on?
Yeah, I have 2 girls now. I think we know that on the pod. I'm sure we do. We've talked since my second girl. I have 2 girls. I have a 2-year-old girl and a 4-year-old girl.
Yes.
Who will both turn, respectively, the next part of their life this summer, this North American summer. It's very nice here. It's actually, today was our first in a long time nice weekend.
Right.
Got up to 22 today, which feels really hot for us.
So I'm sorry, I know I don't want to distract, but I just want to get the pressing questions in when they come to mind.
Go ahead.
You say it's your first warm weekend. Are we unfrozen outside for a start?
Yes, we are unfrozen. We had a very long dragging winter, and they have a unspecified till it is retrospect amount of things they call false springs here.
Yes,
I have prosecuted the false spring before to you.
I can't remember on which podcast though. Okay, but go ahead.
Well, we've had about 4 times this year where it has seemed like it is the end, but then it comes back with a vengeance.
Yes.
And there was a very typical to this area, Edmonton, Alberta in general. Last weekend was a thing called May Long. They do a good thing which we don't do in Australia, which
wasn't that? Well, didn't she go out with John Lennon during his lost weekend?
Fantastic. They do a great thing here, which we don't do in Australia, which I quite like, which is the long weekends are named just like, this is May Long, then there's September Long, then there's June Long. Right. But May Long is the signifier of the end of the cold and the beginning of the warm. It is the start of summer. It is the first time, because daylight savings has happened, it is light till about 10. Like, it's ridiculous how light. Like, it's 9:25 and it's like, I can't look. I've got to wear sunglasses if I go outside at the moment. But May Long is notoriously, it is the first weekend, everyone gets very excited, but it's notorious for, you go camping Friday, you get there, you set up your tent, you wake up Saturday morning to 2 foot of snow. Wow. And this May Long was no different. I had visitors from Australia, actually, and I took them to Banff, to the mountains. And from about halfway between where I am to Banff onwards, it was like whiteout snow, blizzard conditions. I took 2 Australians to the Rocky Mountains. And
did you know them?
Like, I picked them up. Picked them up at the Greyhound station. Yeah. Hey, you. And they.
Where are we going? All right. Hey,
you go to the mountains, mate. Yeah. When you go to the mountains, one of the glories of living in Canada now and taking Australians is the entry in. You look at it from afar and you're like, holy shit, that's a very large mountain compared to Australia. And we got to the mountains, to the hotel we were staying in Banff. They had no idea we were in the mountains. Like, they're just nothing. Wake up the next day, still snowy. By about midday, the clouds lifted, and they are just like jaw on the floor looking around, because you are in these humongous mountain ranges, and it's like everywhere. But it's an amazing thing when you can come in and not see or understand that you are there, and then they are revealed.
Wow.
Where's I going with this? Okay.
I asked you an interrupting question. Yeah, I apologise.
No, that's fair. Okay.
Is your lawn awful? Is what I was asking for.
Yes. Right. Lawn is awful. So, okay. I knew there would be lawn. I talked to the boys today about that. My dad mate's here. So, the thaw is gone. It's thawed. Green is back. I decided this year to use a new friend to help with my lawn work, which was like a chat bot. I use Claude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I asked him, okay, this is the situation with my lawn. I'm at this store. What should I buy? Sort myself out. So the plan this year was like a lawn seeder, like just regular lawn seed, and a lawn revival product, which appeared to have 3 different parts of it. Which
not going to give them a shout out?
I don't remember the name of the brand.
Right.
Something Canadian. Maybe Greens, something like that.
Sounds fitting.
So and it said rake the lawn first, raked everything. Because I've got
Claude did.
Well, yeah, I asked him for help. He didn't help. But I raked the lawn, laid all this stuff down, then set up a sprinkler, sprinkled it for about a week. Nothing's changed. It's still shit. It's like there's holes everywhere.
Oh,
I
come
don't
on.
know what's going on.
It's just been May long. It's had a
Yeah.
very distressing winter. Give it a chance.
But the sad thing is that it is hard to keep a lawn going well here because you go from snow covering everything to 18 hours of sun a day. Like, it's just like, it's not a nice lawn area. There are a lot of people who have given up or given up is a bit harsh, but decided to just go the clover route,
Right.
which seems to be far more aesthetically pleasing and growable, but it's clover, it's not grass, so I don't know whether I should do that. But either way, I'm sticking
Fair
with
enough.
this. It's fine. The kids play on it all the time. Yeah, so I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Just before you move on,
Yeah, go on.
can I just mention a point? I won't name names, but 2 people I know are currently having an argument
Mm.
in which both are inputting the same things into different AI bots, getting contrary answers and screenshotting what the AI is saying to the other one as their retort. So it's
Brilliant.
just, it's Claude v ChatGPT, and they're both putting in the same information, getting different answers, and then just screenshotting it. Well, no, this is what it said. Like, bang, bang, bang. That's the argument they're having. That's 2026 for you.
That's so good. Do you think, as a dad question, is a chatbot cheating for dadding? I know that my wife asks a lot of parenting questions of her chatbot, maybe less so now, but uses the information received sparingly, but takes it on board. Do you think it's bad to ask dad questions to a chat? I mean, I suppose I do,
Not at
because
all.
I prefer you just listen to Dad Pants and listen to us and take
there's,
our answers.
there's that. But not at all. Like, essentially, it's a very efficient search engine.
Yeah, well
You
said.
know?
Yeah.
And the intelligence, in quotation marks, of it is just taking its better ability to search and framing it up in a certain way.
One of the things I dislike about it is and I heard the reasoning behind this, which was the kind of like pissing in your pocketness of it. Like it wants you to stay longer, so it's very affirmative of the things you decide to do.
Yeah. You have to say to it, stop blowing smoke up my
Stop blowing
ass.
smoke up my ass.
Pretty
Would
much.
it know
And
what I'm saying? Would
Well,
it understand that?
I don't know that I said that.
Yeah.
But I said, can you please now give me that answer in a completely unflattering way? I want it straight. And it
'Cause it's like-
it does.
I asked for a suggestion on shoes the other day, and they were jogging shoes to go jogging. And the whole thing was just about how good of a bloke I am to go jogging and look after myself. It's like, calm down.
And how delectable your feet are.
Dickhead. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm going to stop interrupting you now.
I don't know where okay, yeah.
2 and 4.
Okay. 2 and 4. And when we were in Australia and we got together, and I think this is fine to talk on the podcast, we thought it would be nice to get a bit of Dad Pants happening again that related to the original concept of the show, which was I am a new father and am asking the help and advice of fathers who have been fathers for a while.
That's right.
Yeah. So one of the things that has come up, and one thing I want to put to the Pants panel and yourself, we can discuss now, and then when you get the chance, take it to the Pants panel, is that this year the 4-year-old is starting big school. So going from kindergarten to big school.
Yes.
There are a lot of differences over here. Firstly, some of them I'll have to tell you because it'll probably relate to the answers. Big school is not full time at the first year here.
Oh.
So she will go 3 days a week only from 9 to midday. And then she will get bussed on a yellow school bus, which is cool. We got like typical yellow school buses here back to her daycare. Kind of thing.
Right.
And the other big thing, and this is what I wanted to ask Pants Panel about yourself, is we decided, living in this fair country, to send her to French school. She's going to French immersion school. So she will only be speaking French at school. They're not allowed to speak English. It's only French. Shit, my child cannot speak French yet. So how should I navigate that? I've been concerned about how I will help her with homework in English, let
Yes,
alone fucking
let
French.
alone in French. I must say, it is funny for you to be away from the podcast for so long and come back and ask a question of the pants panel that they couldn't possibly answer in any way.
Yeah,
Given that there's no equivalent
there is
situation
no
in
equivalences there.
Australia.
Yeah, none. Well, I like your concepts and ideas on it, I suppose.
Well, okay. How useful is being able to speak French? I won't say in Canada generally, because that's probably too hard to answer, where you're situated.
I'm situated basically a minus thing, if anything. They hate the French here. Hate them. GP.
What's the thinking then?
The thinking is that both my wife and I are worldly creatures met from different parts of the world and would love to be fluent in another language and have always heard that it is easy to learn it when you are young. So given this opportunity. And also we have friends who have gone to French school and they're not like weirdos, like they're just regular people who can also kind of speak French.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. That's about it really.
I don't know this for sure, but I'm sure I've read at some point that, yes, it is easier to learn a language when you learn it young, but also there's also the potential of, if you're trying to learn two languages at once, being a bit slower in both.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I don't know where I got that from. Probably not AI chatbots, so don't.
It seems like intuitive. It seems like common sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, d'accord.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
All right, I understand that. I would probably be looking for some sort of research papers, see if there's anything that kind of backs that up as a theory before committing years to it.
Oh, I've committed, mate. It's done
okay.
now.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, she's going to French school. Yeah. We're signed up.
So you're asking for advice just to make you feel better about a decision that's already made.
Well, how about this? Let's broaden it and say, what things should I look out for in general moving into big school?
Okay. Yeah, very good. All right. Leave that with me. I'll put that
Pause
to the
for pants panel answers.
Yeah. I'll put that to the pants panel and we'll
And now before we go on dad pants related stuff, do you have any Canadian dadding stuff you are interested in that you'd like to know about currently?
Okay.
Is there anything?
We're going to reverse it up and ask you questions.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can answer from the other side of the world. Is there anything that kind of makes you fancy?
You said earlier that you asked for dad issues and no one had any, which seems to suggest to me that parenting is a breeze in Canada.
It's definitely not a breeze. I was talking to two of my local dad mates. We had quite a day today because the weather was good. We had all the kids, and they're all girls, in our backyard, our neighbour's backyard, just playing. And then about 4 or 5, we broke out the beers. And so it was 3 dads sitting there having some beers and watching the kids. And it was fun. Made some hot dogs for dinner. It was good. And they're good dads. One of them is like PE teacher dad. He's sick. He's really good sport dad.
Right.
Other one is like fantastic snacks dad. The bloke is ready wherever you go with like elaborate snackage for hordes of children.
You know we need examples.
We were at soccer the other day. I coach my 4-year-old's under 5 soccer team.
I'm also coaching
somewhat
reluctantly.
So we were at soccer the other day, and we have a roster of rotating parents who'll bring snacks for the kids.
Right.
And I said, "Who's on this week?" And everyone just gave me a blank look. I was like, "Oh no, we've forgotten." And then this dad goes, "Well, I've always got enough for everyone here. Who wants everything?" And then he started getting everything out, and the other dad went, "Oh no, I remember. I was supposed to do it. It's in my car. I'll go and get it." The very funny thing is, like, so we
you just had a real kind of buffet laid out on the sideline, did you?
Basically, well, yeah. But the best part was that, like, it seems to have caught on with the other teams, and they also bring snacks now. I think this might have been an Australian thing that I brought here. I don't know, but bringing snacks for everyone.
Well, like oranges style. What do you-
Usually it's oranges, right?
Yeah.
This is my point. So, usually it's oranges, watermelon, apples.
Yeah.
Snacks.
It's just getting more elaborate.
We saw the other dad going to his snacks thing with a large cast iron pot.
Yeah.
Or
Or souffle.
or like a stew. I don't know what he had. I was like, what's that bloke?
You're going to turn up next week. There's going to be a chocolate fountain set up. You know?
Yeah, right. I was like, what is going on here? But so there's snackage. But yeah, good dads I live with. So snack dad and a PE dad. Good.
Oh,
good
wow.
dads.
Okay. All right. Well, I think maybe we'll put to the pants panel advice for starting big school.
Yep.
And let's hear what they think. And it's lovely to talk to you again, Monty. Let's hope it's recurring.
And you. I think we should try and make it recurring. I think we can.
Yes.
Now that the snow has lifted, my microphone works. Yep.
You shouldn't have kept your microphone outside all over.
I know. I kept trying to record outside. Never. See you, pants fans. It's good to chat.
Pants panel. Hello.
Hello.
No, Rich. He had technical issues and got quite dad mad about him, I think. So he's can't connect, but I've got Matt.
Hi.
And I've got Ben.
Good evening.
We've heard your cranks. Now let's move on and talk about, before we forget again, you said you had some questions for me.
Yes.
About coaching my son's football side, which I have rather foolishly volunteered to do. So, did you want to ask those, or do you want me to tell you why I'm doing it for a start?
Well, the first question is, how did you get it thrust upon you?
Well, would you be surprised if I told you that I couldn't handle awkwardness anymore? So I said I'd do it.
How much silence was there in the room prior to you going, yeah, all right, I'm in?
Not in the room, in a group chat.
Oh, in a group chat?
Yes. So this is under 15s.
Yep.
And they had an awkward number of players at about 24 or something, which is too many for one side, but also borderline splitting it into two sides. You're borderline in terms of fielding sides if people can't make it various weeks.
Yeah.
So decision was made to split it so that everyone got a good amount of game time. And then people have subsequently decided not to turn up to matches and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's been a very frustrating time. But there's the A's coach, who is a very knowledgeable football man and has been doing it for years and has drills and knowledge and advice up the wahoo. He's got one of those big cameras on top of the poles and he's filming all the matches and all sorts of stuff. And then in the big group chat, he goes, I need a volunteer to coach the bees.
Mm-hmm. And you thought he was talking about actual bees? And you're like, I'll do that. That sounds fun.
That sounds all right. Surely you just waft smoke at them. And
that's right.
They run in the direction you want. No.
I love honey.
And no one answered for 24 hours. And
that's impressive.
And there are kids the kids are in the group that are going to be in the side. And I went, oh, fuck. All these kids are going to sit there thinking no one is interested in coaching them.
Because no one's interested in coaching them.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to intercede here, this brings me to a mum crank.
Oh, yes.
Where we had a similar thing with Violet with her basketball team, so last year of juniors, and it was the same. They sent out we don't have any coaches for the team as yet. We will need one of the parents to step up, and if they don't, then there won't be a team this year.
Yeah.
And so Justine didn't say, I'll do it. She said, what the bloody hell is this? what are we paying for if we don't have a coach? None of us are coaches. None of us know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
These girls are paying good money, deserve to have someone knowledgeable being their coach. It's not the first time this has happened. You got to sort it out. And their response was like, a huge lengthy thing about, we are a volunteer work, and they just tried to guilt her in. And then again, all the parents were messaging Justine surreptitiously, just saying, thank you for saying that. This is bullshit. And then in the end, they were like, we have 2 coaches for them now, good coaches.
Right.
So,
Tremendous.
yeah. So
Well, I
you should
wonder
have
if,
done the mum crank, and now you were sad.
well, I mean, parents may very well be asking, what are we paying money for with me coaching? Because, I played a bit of league growing up,
Mm-hmm.
little bit of cricket, little bit of
So
golf, not much.
What crossover have you got?
Yeah.
Not football. And in fact, one of my speeches before a game was, I've played a bit of pretty much every sport except football. So you guys know more about football than I do.
So go get them.
So, yeah, I'm not here to tell you how to play. I'm here to remind you to get your head in the game. And it's stay in for 70 minutes. Yeah. So as many kind of stock generic sports
Excellent.
phrases as I could come up with.
Yep.
But yes, thank you. You've brought my attention round to whether parents feel they're getting value for money on their registration fees this year.
I don't think that's anything to do with you.
No, that's
that
nothing to
is,
do with
you've
you.
been thrust into
That 24 hours.
thrust yourself.
24 hours to volunteer. And more annoying than that is one of the parents, I've found out after, plays in the over 35s.
Yeah. So I got a lot of questions, but are you having any issues with the parents making comments during games, or
No,
no?
quite the opposite.
Well, that's good.
None of them are showing up.
They're not showing up. They button just
Hardly showing up.
Yeah.
And not responding in the group chat. Particularly when we're trying to make sure we've got enough people to field a team. Like,
yes.
Honestly, the amount of time I've spent just asking people to hit a button on a poll in WhatsApp.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. I cannot understand how people can actively not do the bare minimum to assist with their sport that they've chosen for their kid to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Anyway, I'm doing my best, but the kind of moral of the story is that the parents are more of a problem than the kids, and we probably knew that from the outset, right?
Yeah.
So, what does that meeting sound like? Like, do you get to have a parents-only meeting? Like, how the players might go off and have a players-only meeting. Can you just have a parents-only meeting and just actually get Justine to come up and speak to them?
Yeah, she might need to fire them up.
There were more parents for the opposing team at our home game than our parents. We couldn't find a single parent to run the line.
Oh boy.
In a game last week. So
are they frustrated that their child hasn't been selected in the A team?
That's possible. One child has quit and hasn't said why.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure whether he was a bit of a precious Peter. That wasn't his name, but he was precious.
Mm-hmm.
So I suspect that he hasn't been given the fawning attention he feels his star power deserves.
Mm-hmm.
You were definitely not the coach for that, I would imagine.
Again, I'm just concentrating on saying something that may vaguely relate to the sport in order to help them.
A lot of World Cup talk recently.
Yeah, that's what my next question was going to be. Are you going to be sitting here for the next 5 weeks, 6 weeks with a clipboard just making notes?
Yes.
Just going, all right, you're this person. And
yeah. But the only thing I'm going to take away from it is that I start wearing a suit to the matches.
Yeah,
and
go for it.
Just yell out "beautiful game"
Yeah.
at 15 minutes in.
Yes.
Okay, I've worked on some chants for the crowd. I haven't done any of the actual tactics, but we've got some excellent chants this week.
Can I
Move
just
the
ask,
Whalers.
Stu, how many games have they played so far?
7, 8, 9, something like that.
Okay, and what's their win ratio versus enjoyment factor for the kids? Like, what has there been more winning and less enjoyment? Has there been winning and enjoyment? Has there been no winning and enjoyment, or no winning and no enjoyment?
Hang on. Can I get this in a form I can look over?
Yeah, I'll put it on a poll.
We go,
I won't respond to it.
I
If you
reckon
put it in a
he would have been
WhatsApp
able to answer. I reckon he would have been able to answer that question without the parameters. I think he might have without the 4 choices. I reckon he would have given you something close to that.
Look, the team's
They wouldn't have had
improving.
the parameters.
No, that's true.
The team's improving throughout the season, but in terms of them enjoying it, they're 14-year-olds.
Hmm.
I don't know what they look like enjoying something.
Fair. That's a really so.
Good point.
Yeah, great point. Great
They're all
point.
got Shamit face. My daughter's a bit the same playing volleyball. Loves the game. Sometimes I have to remind her to look like she loves the game.
Yes. So my request to you people is, if I even remotely sound like I'm going to volunteer to do this again next year, I'd love you to come and do violence upon me.
Okay,
What if it turns into a Disney movie and you peel off 7 wins in a row?
Right.
No, I got a better question.
Mm.
What if the end of season gift from all the parents together turns into something incredible? I don't know what that could be. Maybe everyone, I don't know. How many kids? There's 12 kids or 11 kids now that one's quit. So, I don't know, you end up with a $400 gift card to Dan Murphy's. Would that be worth doing it again next year?
The only gift I want is to see all the parents turn up with casts on their thumbs. So at least I have an explanation as to why people can't hit available or unavailable option on a WhatsApp poll.
Yep.
They've all owed money to bookies all over town.
Yeah.
That's all
Please
I
write
want.
that in the WhatsApp poll.
That's the only reward I want.
What is your reason for not responding to this poll? Please select a piece on this poll.
Yes.
But here's maybe one last question.
Yes.
Any issues in dad-son relations now that you're a coach? Now that you're his coach, I guess.
No issues other than I don't feel bad singling him out
Right.
for things that I want to express generally,
Right. Gotcha. Yeah.
because he knows that, I'm just trying to, because I say to him after, oh, look, I've got to try and I'm just trying to get my point across here.
Yeah.
In terms of, I don't have to tell you, Matt, keeping 14-year-olds' attention while you're trying to explain shit.
Yeah.
If I bark at him nice and early, then hope it gets more of the point across to everyone, I think, without me having to yell at someone else's kids.
That's true. Did he have any issues? Any issues when you told him you were going to coach his team?
No, I think he was happy with it. I mean, I think he was happy to have a coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
You know what the great thing is, Stu? You know what effort looks like. So if you can just pull them up on that, then everything else will be fine.
Yeah, I know where the positions are on the field too. So basically, a lot of it is just yelling at people. What position are you meant to be?
Yeah. Drop back, push forward. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Press.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, as you heard a bit earlier, I caught up with a fellow by the name of Monty.
Mm.
And
Live.
yep, he said he's keen to pod. So we
Lovely.
jumped on and had a chat. And we thought, why not bring this background to what we were trying to do originally, and that's answering parenting questions for Monty.
Mm-hmm.
So in amongst us talking about what's the most dad pizza topping and, should Monty just have clover instead of a lawn?
Yeah.
He did ask the question, what advice do you have for when your kid starts big school, i.e. primary school? Unfortunately, the primary school teacher isn't here, which I was hoping to get some other side advice on as well. But did you have any advice for Monty about when your kids started primary school and what do's or don'ts, or what that was like for you?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think about like the things that I would do differently next time. There will be no next time. I will not be having another child starting primary school.
Uh-huh.
But if I was to do it again, there was
You could always adopt.
I won't be doing that either. I think the diminishing effort on a parenting level over time of each child starting school, as I look back, it was really apparent to me that the more children I sent to school, the more responsibility I put on the kindergarten and first grade teachers to do the things that I hadn't then done with my children. Now, this is Monty's first child going to school.
Yes.
So I think leave the teacher alone and annoy your kid. And what I mean by that is
Yes.
get as much information out of your child about what they're doing in class as you can. I know it's kindergarten, but let them talk about that stuff. Be present when they're doing their reading and all that stuff. Like, make that a real priority. Like, it's a 7-page book. Let them read it to you 4 times.
Yeah.
And just let their teacher do their job. They're in kindergarten. You are doing an inordinately large amount of work by letting them read you a book of an evening. That is exceedingly helpful for a young child.
So is that advice coming from a position of seeing some parents being over-involved?
Well, my wife is a kindergarten teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And having heard her talk about some parents have incredible expectations of their 5, sometimes 4-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I had a really lovely story the other day where a father came in to a parent-teacher interview, and my wife was showing some of the work that his daughter had been doing. And he was blown away. Like, he was actually quite taken aback at how far she had come in, a term and a half. And Linz was really, very, very happy about that, right? Like, and she hadn't really had much connection with the parent at all. But, that was really lovely in the fact that she got to show what this child had been able to do in class. But it also told me that that parent probably hadn't had a hell of a lot to do with that child at home.
Yeah. Okay.
But then there are also the parents that are like, helicopter parents. And they're not only helicoptering over the top of the child, they're helicoptering over the top of everyone. And it just gets a lot. It seems to get a lot. I don't know.
We sometimes call them snowplow parents because they just want to come in and make sure that their child encounters no issues. So they come in and they're like, I want to make sure this is happening, and what are the other children like in the class?
Right.
What's this happening, and who's the teacher, and I need to meet them. And what I'd like to, this happens at high school where they say, we would like to meet with every teacher. And you're like, no, I don't think so. And they're like, I'd like to explain like how my child, studies best and all that stuff. And you're like, no, that's not what we do. That's bizarre.
Yeah. That's tutoring, perhaps, maybe, if you pay him enough.
Yeah. I mean, the advice I have is behavioral. is that your child will be probably very well behaved at kindergarten or when they go to school, and then come home and have complete meltdowns. That's usually the case. It's exhausting. Both our kids went through it, especially first term. The first term is just brutal because they're so tired. And I think a kindergarten teacher once told me it takes a lot of effort to be good when you're that age, to sit still and follow the rules and do all that stuff. When you're 4 or 5, it takes a lot of effort. And then your kids tend to come home and, completely melt down.
Right.
That's really good advice.
So when you say parents come in like looking for issues, does it kind of then bleed into like trying to eliminate anything that might even challenge them?
Yeah, that's the problem, right? And that's why there's snowplow. There's they're not even going through any snow. They don't know what snow is.
Yes,
because we want to remove all obstacles, and you're like, well, you can't. Sorry, have any kind of transition time, like starting kindy is the same as starting high school. The parents are usually more anxious than the child, but the parent. Can I walk them to class? No, you can't walk them to class.
Yeah. I think this should, it's good advice. I think hopefully, I don't see Monty as a parent who would walk in with a list of demands.
No.
So there's that. But yeah, I guess just the best thing Monty can probably do is make sure that other parents he knows don't do what you're saying.
Yeah, but you don't know until your kids start school. You don't know how you respond to, your kid saying, this I'm being bullied or at school and nothing's being done about it. How are you going to respond to that? You don't really know until it's happening.
Yes. But you can try and not to bring a 2026 sense of entitlement to every encounter with the school, I guess. If what I just said makes sense, it makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, the Monty, hopefully that has helped. Oh, I've got some advice from Rich over the text message.
Oh, yeah.
The advice from the primary school teacher is teach them to tie shoelaces or use Velcro.
Yeah, that's good.
And make sure their fruit is in a separate container. All right.
That's a man who's worked in that very closely in that field. Fruit break in a separate container.
All right. Now, another thing I would have liked Rich here for is something that happened in our group chat. We were actually talking about a parenting thing in our group chat, and Ben was having issues getting children out of bed to go to school. And he was kind of asking, what's the best approach? Are we being hard-handed, or are we, trying to reason with them about going to school? Ben was leaning more towards the get the fuck up and go to school side of things, and I agreed with him. But I was very surprised to find that both the teachers were kind of on the side of, no, let them do what they are going to do and they'll learn their lessons organically and let things shake out that way.
Yeah, I mean, your anger and frustration, it doesn't impart to them. They don't go, oh, my dad's frustrated. I don't want my dad to be frustrated. They just think my dad is always frustrated. That's his personality.
Yeah, I guess I'm not trying to highlight too much the yelling part. I'm just highlighting the part about practically removing them from the bed and helping them get out the door, as opposed to letting them.
I have no expertise in this field because I'm usually the first one out the door before they actually have to leave. My eldest has always been highly strung in terms of wanting to make sure she's out the door exactly when she needs to be. And my youngest, I assume every day she goes to school. and that the school will report if she doesn't. But it's nothing to do with me. I have no control because I'm not
Yeah.
there.
No motion cameras at home?
No.
In case someone... cases, well, you would know that if she wasn't at school because you'd get a message saying, "Is there any food? I'm
Yeah,
in
that's
I'm
right.
in the lounge room.
Do we have
Is there any food in this house?"
I'm not going to be specific. This thing's, Is any fuel? Do any fuel for my body?
Yes.
But yeah, it's easy to say, but yeah, I don't know if it's worth. What happens if they are late to school? What happens if they
you
don't
tell
get
us.
up? Well, then they get in trouble,
Yeah.
and there you go.
Do kids generally care more about that than having an annoyed parent, do you think?
I don't know. It depends on the kid, right? I mean, the hard thing is like, I think you always, as a parent, you always think long term. If they don't get up today, then they won't get up tomorrow, and they'll never get up.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, then
And
they
they'll
will never, and they'll never go to
get up.
school.
That's right.
They are
They'll
going to end up
live
like Jabba
poor
the
and-
Hutt
yes,
in
that's
their
right.
bed.
This is what I always say to students is the message we send as parents and as schools, make sure you do your homework, otherwise you will die poor and alone in a gutter somewhere. Like that's what they hear, is just like, if you don't do this, then bad things will happen. And as a parent, it's hard to not think of that. What happens if this continues? What happens if the way they are currently continues forever? But we know that's not true.
100% right. I do. I don't know that it's overly conscious, but I know deep down I feel like if we let this thing happen, then it might just keep happening. And then like there's no ability to stop something once it's started a little bit. Like, it's bizarre.
Exactly right. Yeah.
It's bizarre. But I just found it fascinating that we all picked our side very fast without much hesitation, and the teachers were on the side of
Well, I think as teachers,
whatever happens.
I think as a teacher, you think like, they have to do an assignment, right, on that level, when they don't do it. So they fail. Well, what if I say, "But you're going to fail," and they go, "I don't care." Then what can you do with that? Can't make them care. You can't make them. You can, it depends on the student. Some students would be deathly afraid of not succeeding at school, so they will always do their work. But if someone's just going to make that choice, it's about giving them the choice. And sometimes, like, they say stuff to you, like, I remember a kid who I taught, and he had a fight. We'd seen him the day before, and we said, "You two are always antagonizing each other, and we don't want you to even, talk to each other." And they were like, "Yes, that's fine." And then the next morning came in and he just punched on with his kid. And we said, "Well, what are you thinking? We talked to you yesterday." And he said, "Oh, I weighed up, what would happen if I fought him and I'd get suspended. And I thought that was worth it." And we were like, okay. He did what we asked him to do. And we were like, okay.
He actually thought about it, right?
He thought about it and weighed it up. And he said, yeah, that'll be worth getting suspended. And we were like, well, he did exactly what we asked him to do, and he did the wrong thing in our eyes. But he did the right thing because he weighed it up. What can you do with that? You can't be like, that was the wrong choice. No, I thought
you can't give him the rules. He plays by them, and then say,
we say,
well,
here
you
are
did
the
it wrong.
consequences, and he was like, cool, I'm happy with the consequences.
Oh, yeah, I'm willing to accept those consequences. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
One consequence, please.
But that's the thing. If it's your own kid and they're, not getting out of bed, then I don't know. You can get really angry and annoyed. All that does is make you angry and annoyed.
Do you think, Ben, that our strong desire just to have the kids get up and go to school is about fears that we may have had about ourselves being late for school,
Not even
or
late.
Anything RDT style, maybe even?
Well, yeah, like there's definitely some time related, like my eldest son's time management is atrocious. Unless
And you
it
take
is
that
something-
personally.
that he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
You know, then
Exactly
I mean,
right.
I know that's a very obvious thing to say, but if he's going out with his mates, I've never seen anyone get ready quicker.
Mhm.
If he's going to a family thing, I've never seen anyone drag out putting on a pair of jeans as long as that child.
Yeah.
But absolutely there is a part of me that goes, I know what happened to me because I got out of bed late every morning and was scrambling to get the bus. But it was my responsibility, right? Like it was my responsibility. Mum didn't come and wake me up or do anything like that. It was on me.
Yeah.
This guy's got a leg up. He's got an inbuilt alarm, which is his mother and I.
Mm.
And he's still ignoring it. And that's
but-
annoying.
So
is the thing.
your answer is the opposite of what I was suggesting.
Mm.
It's not like an inherent feeling like remembering how you felt if you were going to be late to school, or maybe it's not.
No, I just hate being late to anything. Right? Like it makes me comfortable being late. I have a wife who is consistently late, who not late to school, but if we're meant to be somewhere at some time, we will invariably be 15 minutes late. And there's nothing I can do about that.
You serious?
And leave without her?
RDT her, tell her that the time's 15 minutes beforehand.
Yeah. Real dad talk.
Problem
Can
is-
we? Do we want to talk about what I saw with my own eyes on Friday night?
Not yet.
Or we get to that later. Okay.
I like to.
Were you always like that? Were you always like that?
I think I've always been someone that has gotten to work early. Or like if I need to be somewhere, then my window is I need to be there probably 15 minutes before I need to be
You
there.
were always like that?
Pretty much always.
Right. But you didn't, hang on, wait. Something just occurred to me. Didn't your family set clocks forward or backwards 10 minutes or something? Was that something your mum used to do?
Are you kidding?
It wasn't something that trigged in
Maybe
my
it was something
mind
your
until
mum
you
did.
said it.
Yeah, maybe something
There
your
is
mum did.
yeah.
So,
So I'll double check that.
Yeah,
I'll
double
double
check
check
because
that.
I have a vague memory of talking to your mum about, or like going, is that clock right? And you telling me, no, my mum sets the clocks.
that will need discussion next episode. If
Yeah,
that's a thing.
please check that.
Yeah.
I may be getting that completely wrong. It might be someone else's parent. It
Might be the birth of the RDT.
It might be. Yeah. It might have been real mum time.
We've
White
claimed
middle
it.
class men,
Yeah.
we've appropriated
That's it.
something else
And run all
that
over
a woman
it,
has
you know.
been doing for years and claimed it as our
It's
own.
Burley Griffin all over again.
It is. It's Burley Griffin. Excellent.
Can I just say something? Just while we're talking about getting kids out of bed,
Yes.
I'd like to tell you guys this is both dad crank and getting a child out of bed mashed together.
Content
Crank
king.
mash.
You go.
So,
His mash crank special.
this morning,
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding.
I walk into Harvey's room to wake him up,
Sorry.
Mhm.
Yes.
and what do I see?
Him
I see a
asleep.
child. I see him asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I see an empty can of Monster
Oh yeah.
on his bed,
Ooh.
Oh.
which he had fallen asleep drinking, and
What?
it had spilled all over his bed.
Wow.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, that is mash
Quickly,
crank.
do you reckon he got out of bed this morning?
Oh, that's funny.
I
So
don't know.
what time was he drinking a Monster? Like
Drinking a
Mate, what a
Monster?
fucking great question, Matthew.
Yeah, yeah.
What a great question. Because I went in at 9:30 and he
Yeah.
was in bed, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm going to bed." I'm like, "Great."
Mhm.
Has he got a
Excellent news.
bar
Now-
fridge in his room? Where'd the monster come
Stu,
from?
great question. He had it in his bag. He'd been at Erina that afternoon.
Yeah.
He had bought it. He'd bought it home in his bag. And he's like, oh, you know what? I think 9:30
You know what? I
is a
didn't
great
drink that
time.
Monster. I've wasted that Monster by not
What
drinking
a
it.
fucking great time to drink a Monster.
Yeah, better drink it.
Now,
Hang on, let me brush my teeth first.
now, there are a couple of things at play here, right?
Boy.
He has been told.
Sorry, before you even go anywhere, this is your baseline for his 17-year-old awareness. This is what we're working with.
Yep.
So just got to always remember that. If this is what he's doing, then this is the baseline of 17-year-old stupidity that we all carried with us at the same time. This would make sense. Not one of his friends would have thought, that's a weird thing to do.
That's a great idea.
They were like, oh, I should have done that.
Yeah. Has been all of the children. The rule is no drinking. You get if you want to drink in your bedroom, it's a water bottle, right?
Yeah.
In a water bottle, that's it. Nothing else. Harvey has been basically, just basically hoarding drinks in his bag, either from work or from Erina, like wherever he goes.
Yeah.
And then he'll come home. He must be drinking these things warm because we'll go in the morning.
That's the worst part for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Like, I'll keep reminding myself.
Fucking gross.
Base level. 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Drinking in his bedroom, and leaving shit lying around. Fucking hell, stop it. Just stop drinking in your bedroom. Stop it.
Sounds pretty good.
Then there's I'm going to bed. Okay, no worries. I'm going to bed too. Waking up, and then he's pissed Monster all over the bed.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait,
so
he spilled Monster?
He spilt it. I was being silly.
Yeah.
He has spilt. He's fallen asleep with a 4-liter can of Monster on his chest.
Great.
And it's just gone all over his bed. And then
that's awesome.
I reckon I was at a 9.5.
Yeah.
This morning.
Crank level.
Like crank level 9.5.
Wow.
And that was the quickest that he has gotten out of bed in weeks.
Yeah, it's the Monster.
So do I pour Monster on him every morning?
So what annoys you the most? The mess? The Monster? The fact that he was drinking Monster at all? The fact that it was warm? The fact that it was at night?
Yep.
After he'd cleaned his teeth, presumably? What?
Winding down with a small glass of Monster?
I think, Stu, I think, and I hadn't even thought of it, right?
Oh, God.
Had not even thought of it. But again, how does this affect me? This bastard got his braces off earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing he's having to drink before he goes to bed is a Monster.
Yep.
So I doubt he brushed his teeth last night.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely didn't use...
The Wiggo eyes are in full force right now.
Yeah, he's not wearing his retainers.
He's not wearing his retainer.
No.
He hasn't brushed his teeth.
Yeah.
And his teeth are swimming in Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's additional frustration because I hadn't thought of that at the time. I thought of oh my God. It's this Venn diagram of frustration with all these things coming together and
aren't you impressed he was asleep though, having drunk that? Isn't that impressive?
Yeah, that's very impressive. Well, how many hours did he sleep for?
Yeah, exactly. He only went to sleep at 5 a.m. Who knows? These are all the questions. And then he actually asked me a question this morning.
Yeah.
But
would it be cheaper to buy these in 6-packs? Was the question.
But
maybe he has, and he's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
But that was off the charts frustration, parental frustration of just bad decision making by your 17-year-old son.
What I haven't heard is any discussion. What did he have to say about
it? This is the issue, though, right? Because of the time that this all happened, I need to go to work,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen him this afternoon.
Oh, right. So this is an in-person conversation. You're not sliding a WhatsApp to him going, hey, quick question. What the hell was that? Who goes to sleep drinking a Monster?
So do you want to know what the WhatsApp question that I did send him this afternoon
I
was?
think you know that I do.
Yeah. It was, can you go and pick one of these up from Kmart before you come home tonight? And it was a picture of a waterproof mattress protector for a queen size bed.
Passag dad work.
Well,
Nice.
you know what? Yeah. And he said, are you serious or are you joking? And I went, no, I'm deadly serious. You need to go and pick one of these up.
Oh, you are serious?
So, yeah, absolutely. Most definitely.
But
Go and get a mattress protector.
Do you think, I mean, I know we did just talk about being worried about habits forming, but getting roused on for falling asleep drinking a Monster surely is not going to be an every night occurrence.
He's been roused on for a life that continues to happen. So it's look, it's more the mattress protection thing. Like, he's a sweaty 17-year-old, and when we tore the mattress protector off this morning and the sheets, the mattress was in tremendous condition, but a little bit, the mattress protector was a little old.
Oh, so the sheet did come off it. It wasn't like glued to it with sugar.
No, it was. Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was just a lot. Like, it was a lot. But I had to tell you.
All right, let's go for a quick break. If you are like 99.9999999999999999999% of the world's population, you probably haven't listened to an episode of The Angry Chimp Show. We'll show the world that you are not a sheep. You will not follow the crowd. You are an individual. Listen to an episode of The Angry Chimp Show and tell the world, fuck you. I am my own person. The Angry Chimp Show. Find it. We're back. Matthew stepped out for a moment, so that's the perfect time for me to throw to Matt's Health Corner. And I'll just step in for Matt and say that old blood butt Rich isn't here to speak for himself. So, again, you're the only one here in the headlights.
Correct. It's been ordered.
So you've ordered a new test.
Correct.
Okay. How long ago?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. It's been like quite a few weeks since we did it.
Decent. This is a judgment-free zone. Obviously not.
I don't think I've ever said that Matt's Health Corner is a judgment-free zone.
Oh, maybe that's just in my head.
We're talking a poo test that's been well over a year now.
Yeah.
Which takes 12
this
seconds
is an incredibly
to do.
high judgment.
I think
a judgment zone.
I think you said to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if this was a judgment-free zone? Oh, it probably is. We've never said it was.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And fair enough too.
All right. So I don't remember because it was so long ago for me that I did mine. I don't remember how long it takes to come after you order it.
Not long.
No, not long at all.
All right. So there's no reason why you can't have had that test done by next episode then, is there?
Some would say maybe.
Well, what I would suggest is instead of like you making the mistake of just tapping it lightly towards the toilet, just wind up. Wind your leg back and just give it one almighty boot towards the lavatory.
No, what I think I might do, and I think, having listened
open
to
it as
you
soon as it
guys,
arrives. You've got to open it when it arrives and
listen,
read
do you
through
want
all
to
the
steal my
instructions.
thunder?
Oh.
You want to steal my thunder? I think that's a tremendous idea, Matthew, and I think that I might put that into action.
I don't think you should be standing at your door with a letter opener every day, though. Being that
The
enthusiastic.
postman may get a little scared.
Yeah, I would say
Just
so.
doing a little dance, and I've been holding on. I've been holding on until you got here.
I might need that letter opener for something else.
What, shoehorn
Shoehorn
out?
either out or in, or I don't know, whatever.
Interesting.
Poo knife style.
All right. Well, that was Matt's Health Corner featuring me.
Thank you.
Time fact. Time fact.
Time fact.
You want a time fact?
Please.
Yeah.
Are you aware that Charles Darwin and Steve Irwin both owned the same tortoise?
That's an excellent fact if ever I've heard it.
That's just a great fact.
Good time fact, good dad fact, I would say. Oh, I haven't got it in front of me, so this is from memory. I think it was about 177 years old when it was acquired by Steve Irwin's zoo and died not long thereafter. But technically, Charles Darwin and Steve Irwin both had the same pet.
Has there been have they looked into the treatment that the said tortoise, turtle, whatever it was?
Are you suggesting, did they ask the tortoise who he preferred?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying, well, has anyone investigated the treatment once it got to Steve Irwin? Because it died.
No, sorry, that is died quickly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Mysterious circumstances.
While they're talking to it, now that it was you can't talk to it. But now, if they were talking to it, then you would definitely ask that secondary question.
Just drop kicking it as soon as we got there, punting it into a pen and go, "That's where you live now."
Were they in love? Maybe they were in love, and when Steve Irwin died, old couples, one dies and the other one dies soon after.
Yeah,
Darwin and the tortoise? Or...
Not Darwin and the tortoise. The tortoise kept living after Darwin.
Yeah.
Obviously hated him.
Right.
Because he kept living after. No, but when Steve Irwin died.
Also, I think that tortoise, it's a minor miracle that it didn't get eaten by Charles Darwin. If you know much about
true. If you read about all the tortoises he ate.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, time fact.
Time fact.
All right. Now, we've been here quite some time. We need to hear quickly a real-life RDT story, but Ben also flagged he had something else he wanted to share.
Oh.
Yeah, so a very small tidbit that I would like to share with you both, and that is, as you all are aware, my son has not been at school for a period of time. And last week was the athletics carnival for his sister's primary school. And so he had asked if he could go as basically as help, right? That's something that his high school and the primary school have, and he can earn hours, right, to go towards his basically towards this thing that they do. I can't even remember what it is. Doesn't matter. Not important. So other kids from his school in his year were going to be there to support at the athletics carnival as well. So we were having a discussion with him prior to that saying, look, people are going to ask you questions. What's your response going to be? It would be worth thinking about that so that you don't have to go over it over and over and over and over and over again. And Lou was like, okay, cool, that's fine. And so he gets to the carnival and a couple of guys that are in his year are there and they come up and say good day. And one of them who Louis has known for quite a long period of time and is a really interesting kid, one of those kids that just says what's on their mind at all times, no filter, nothing. And he came up to him and said, Louis, what's been wrong with you? Why haven't you been at school for so long? And Louis' response within a millisecond was he looked at him and he said, I had rabies.
So he had that on the
he had that locked and loaded.
Yeah.
For however long, right? However long. He's been waiting to just nail someone with that. Now,
I think he needed to follow up with, I had rabies, but, I'm feeling better. In fact, I'm feeling great.
Let's launch at him, yeah.
Now, the other thing about this kid that he told that he had rabies is that he just loves to talk.
Mm.
And so he wanted
that to go around school, is that what you're saying?
it was so either the entire school now knows or thinks that Louis had rabies. But it got back to his mum, who works at the school, obviously, that one of the teachers came up to her the day later and said, "Oh, I'd heard
Did Louis has rabies?
did Louis have rabies?" And so this full circle moment of Louis told one kid that he had rabies, and now a teacher from my wife's school came up to her and asked if her son had rabies. Just double checking. Just double check. Doesn't sound right.
No.
I think I would have heard this prior, and I thought that was an enjoyable story.
Yeah, I think if it had been me, I would have turned up to the Athletics Carnival with one arm out of my jumper sleeve and down the front and said that I'd had leprosy. But I think I'm all right now. Just have it one.
Then popped your arm back out.
No, just have one sleeve just flapping about.
Yep. Oh no, you have it like pinned up.
Yeah.
Across your chest. Yeah. So it's not flapping about.
And then a graduation in 3 years' time. Surprise.
Well, he's lost his arm and developed a strange set of man boobs by the looks.
Yeah, it's quite lumpy. I'll give him a hug. It's very strange.
Yes.
But earlier, as we'd started recording,
his man boobs have knuckles.
I'm tempted to cut everything else out we've said tonight and just have that as the podcast. Oh, what were you saying, Ben? Please.
What was I saying? That's what I was going to tell you. I got a message from my sister at 8:07 tonight, about 7 minutes after we started recording, which was all in capitals, rabies.
Enjoyable.
She wanted to remind me to tell you guys of that story.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What about rabies?
All right, Matt, come on.
Okay, real dad in real life I saw was on Friday. I went out with Wigo and his wife for dinner for her birthday. We had a lovely time.
Yes.
But previous to the dinner, we went to the Ellie to have a drink. So 2 things happened that had real dad energy. I went in, I had a look at the drinks menu, and then Wigo said, "I'll get the first drink." And I looked at him and I was like, And he said, "I'll get whatever you want." And I said, "I would like a spicy watermelon margarita." And he gave me a look, which was just exactly the look my dad would have given if I had said the answer drink.
Did I tilt my head?
Yeah, it was a tilt of the head, and the subtext was, "You're fucking kidding, aren't you?" That's exactly what my dad would have. Exactly. But he asked, and then there was a discussion about whether I'd made it up just to take the piss out of Wigo, which I hadn't. It was on the menu anyway.
It was real.
It was real, yeah. And then, but that was the best thing. But the other thing was real dad time. We had a reservation at the Italian restaurant. Wiggins was the only one who seemed to care about that, as real dads do. And so there was preparation. There was, I wasn't the dad in the situation. That was the joy for me, there was preparation. Like, hey, in 20 minutes, we'll have to go. No one's looking at a clock. Here's the problem with real dad time and minutes. If you're not the dad, no one's looking at a clock. I don't know what time it is now. I don't know what time 20 minutes feels like. They're all having a good time.
Yes.
So he was like, in 20 minutes. And then in 10 minutes, we're going to have to go. And then, should we get another drink? Actually, no, we're going to have to go. We've got a reservation. Everyone's like, it doesn't matter. They know us. They'll be fine. Wigo's sister is already saying, it doesn't matter. We could be half an hour late. And that made Wigo, all the colour drained from his face.
It did. That actually made me quite upset. Because our son works at this restaurant.
That's parent level coming at Matt entitlement, saying you can turn up somewhere half an hour late. Come on.
That's right. And so then he was like, right, we got to go. And we're like, excellent. And so everyone slowly gets their things together. And I turn around and Wiggo is at the door.
I'm with you, Wiggo. This is not good enough.
Yeah.
Especially, that's the restaurant your son works at, right?
Yes. That's
Hold on.
right.
So, you don't...
So I just said, where's Wiggo? And I turned around and he's standing at the door
Yeah.
with his hand up, ready to push the door open to save precious seconds of opening the door. So I just walked towards him.
I think you are taking some license there.
Right.
I'm not taking
you
license.
are taking some license.
There's a
I did not have my hand on the door.
I
I had
stood
my
there.
arms behind my back, looking off into the distance.
Waiting as if, yes, I'm
Yeah.
presenting to the door. But I just stood there with my arms crossed, just observing. This is what real dad time looks like.
Yes, absolutely.
And I was like, it became sociological because he's at the door and I'm closest to him and everyone else is still back at
Yes.
the table. They're not moving. They haven't moved yet. It was just good. It was good to witness, to be like, that's what it looks like
There's a
in the
point.
wild.
There's a point in those kind of real dad time situations where it's no longer about the practical effect of being late. It's about no one gives a shit about what I'm saying here,
Mhm.
and no one cares about me. It becomes
Respect my authority.
not even
That's what it-
authority, just respect. Like, give me the decency of understanding that, I'm asking for something here.
Here's the thing, what would have happened if you said nothing and then someone said, what time is the thing? And even though you'd already said it, and then we were late, and then there was,
It's back to getting kids out of
No
bed again.
food.
Like,
that's
it's-
right, there was no food,
They'd closed, and Harvey
they were
lost
so
his
late
job.
that it was closed. Yeah, and Harvey lost his job and we
Yeah.
died of starvation.
What if you were 10 minutes late and the owners were so angry they just went into the kitchen and beat Harvey up right there while he was washing dishes?
Dragged him out, just
Yeah.
meat tenderized him in front of you. Yeah.
This is on your pizza.
Yeah, this is right.
Yep.
7 minutes late, were you? That's what they were. Yeah. So I don't know if we were late or not. Again, if you're not the dad, this is the battle we face. Is if you're not the dad, no one cares at all.
Just for those listening, we were late.
How late?
How late? Yeah, this is the thing.
5 minutes.
Okay. How long were you sour for?
Oh, look, once everyone stood
No,
up,
no,
I was
no
like,
sour.
oh, good, we're up and away.
Yeah, no
We're up
sour,
and away.
no sour.
We're good.
Oh,
But again, it was really good to observe. It was almost like floating above your own body and watching it because you're like, oh, this is what it looks like.
were you scanning the restaurateurs' faces for annoyance when you walked in, Ben?
I think he was at 5
I
minutes was
did.
an acceptable late
Yeah.
time. We didn't
Okay.
get a sense
Because-
of like, oof.
Because, Stu, we had dropped off a cake prior
Oh,
that they had put in the fridge for us. So
Mhm.
we'd already flagged. We'd done the
I don't think
pre-flag.
they eat a slice for every 10 minutes you're late.
It's a good policy, though.
It
No
is.
wonder Harvey
It's a
works
very
there.
good policy, yeah.
Hoping late people are turning up late, locking the
drive
doors so
down
they
there?
can't get in. So that was enjoyable, was to see real dad time in action, and then him give me the dad face when I ordered a drink from him. Very, very impressed.
Oh, well, that's good. Like I was a bit trepidatious about having this story last because we often end the podcast.
Yeah, it's often a bad time. Yeah.
Real bad note, but
No, we had a lovely
at the
time.
end of
It was
this
such a good
story,
night.
we goes okay, and everyone's eating lovely Italian
Everyone got there in time
yeah,
and had a nice time. There was no stress.
All right, and only one person had rabies.
And only one
Correct.
person.
That we know of.
Yeah.
I have a question to ask you. My eldest son has just arrived home from gallivanting about.
Yeah.
I had offered him some support to put the new mattress protector on his bed if he was
That's
home.
good. Is it brand new?
It's brand new.
Because I slept in that bed and I said to Claire, this bed needs a new mattress protector. It looked like barbecue sauce.
Why don't
There
you?
you go.
Why don't you bring him in and give him a bake on the podcast?
Yeah, get him on here and say so we can ask him questions about what time he finished drinking fell asleep drinking a Monster can. Has that ever
Let me see what I can
happened
do.
before? No, thank you.
No, it's all right.
Okay. Yeah, but it's now 9:30 and
Yeah.
he has only just gotten home, so now he has to put it on by himself. which is going to be, I think we all need to go in and watch. That's going
Just
to
watch
be,
him do it.
that's going to be funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All
I'll let you know
right.
how that goes. Oh, sorry. Again,
Oh, he's
late breaking news.
He's got more rabies.
Question. Did Mum set clocks early when we were young
No.
to make us on time?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
The response, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, and maybe
Yeah.
not specifically for us. Like,
Yeah,
I think
that's
we
what I
were
mean.
ready.
Oh, herself.
Yeah, I think it was
Claire
something-
said, I never missed the bus to high school, I don't think.
There you go. So
That's you've had real dad time in your
your life.
bones
Yeah.
from an early age.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
I wonder,
go.
you'll have to follow up. Does she still do that?
That's a pretty profound kind of thing for us to leave on, isn't it?
Mm.
It's just this thing's been in you the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
And we'll be back to hear what else is in Ben next episode.
What's come out of him, hopefully.
Listen, follow the socials. If you listen to this and don't follow the socials, you're missing a whole bunch of funny gear.
Funny gear.
on.
Plenty of dads out there.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
Pretty much any amusing dad-related reel I find goes on their Insta stories, so
Yeah.
just get on there. I did an episode of What's the Go with Monty recently,
Yep.
and he featured on the latest Angry Chimp show.
Mhm.
There's Chattering Classes pod, you can enjoy that. There's Stupid Stew pod, and, we'll be back next month. Monty, hopefully that helped. I don't know. Anyone else? Rabies.
Are you pro or against?
I'll put a poll on Instagram, which no one will
I
answer.
can't wait to see the pod
See the
visual.
results of that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear. Wonderful.
There we
This is an Angry Chimp podcast.